today, we've taken it on a new level. And we're going to quickly go through a roll call, then we start today's session. We don't have much time to waste. There's a tall list of activities for today, so it is important that we begin quickly and end quickly today too. On that note, please take notes of the teams. I'm just going to run through pretty quick. We want to take roll call and know that all teams are available. There are some teams after they pitch, they don't want to come to the auditorium, please. Just like someone sat in and made noise for you, gave you all the ahoy, appreciated you, we've got to do the same for ourselves. So in no particular order, Mash Foods, are you here? You just wave at me, thank you. Regal Janelp Innovations, Regal Janelp, thank you. Casa Clean Solution. Casa Clean, okay, please stand and let's see you, Casa Clean. Great. Meldak Agro. Okay, we can see you there. Besia Elegance. The team is not in yet. Please, if you know them, call them that we want them to join us. Sami Foods. Great. Kogan Manufacturing. Yes, thank you. Solartech Incubators. They are not here. Okay, please, you are here. Hey, I can feel you. All right. Bigfoot. Is Bigfoot available? Yes. Wax Farm. I saw the team. Good. Soico Agro Foods. Yeah, Tomonium Namuni Hadi and Kamobeti. Anyway, other Siao. Tomavi Wines. Great. Green Opaco. Awesome. Citra Bloom. Right. Godpath Technologies. Awesome. Ecofet. Mebbles. How do you say it again? No, wait. Someone saying something else. How do you say it? Male. Okay, now when I say the male, you add the rest for me. Male. Where are they? So you can't even mention your name to me. Somebody is mentioning it. It's all right. Premium Biofet. Great. Bioworks Ghana. Hey, what are so silly? Green Hair Innovation. Great. Biak Golden Cycle. Then we have Milky World. Great. Age Industries and Trading. Age, thank you. Broma Ghana. Awesome. Growth Line Pharmatech. ZenX Organics. Okay. Is there only one person I'm seeing? There's a team. Okay. All right. Aukavia. Aukavia. Where's Aukavia? Okay. No, when I mention your name, for me to know that you are here, you say your slogan. Aukavia. Yasende. Say it again. Aukavia. What does it mean? If somebody is saying something, what does it mean? Sweetness, baby. I think you've got a key word here. All right. BioSpace GH. What? Hey, Ejopoku can home. Debbie. BioSpace GH. Debbie, enye Ejopoku. You better mask go. Hey, Obama ke Ejopoku. BioSpace GH. Where something means sustainability. That's the one I like. HR Innovation. Black is the new green. Awesome. Agri-ease. Mo ya ajinkwa mpa. Ajinkwa no hwe wa beti. Oh, ajinkwa. This other name, you there, let me skip it and come. Ecolip. Ecolip. Please, you are not part of Ecolip. Ecolip. Pilnova. Hey, why not say Jamankwano? Pilnova. Oh, they are not here? Oh, Pilnova. Okay. Pure lube. Pure lube. I will even ask you what it means. Pure grains. Phoenix Foods. Phoenix Foods. But where are they? All right, Danny Machinery. Danny Machinery. You see the way engineer is staring at you. If you come and you don't tell us the machines well, you go to your ask budget 3 times. Peli Natural Glow. Peli Natural Glow. Glow beyond the environment. Hey, why? Peli Natural Glow. Now more here. Please, Peli Natural Glow, come forward. Let's see you. Afrinest. Peanut Pride. Now, which one got cake again? There's another team, but if I get it wrong, you forgive me. Fiberlux. Is it Fiberlux? Fiberlux. Sami Foods. Kogan Manufacturing. Solar Tech Incubators. Bigfoot. Tomavi Wines. We want to drink, it's not sipping. Citra Bloom. Premium Biofat. No, I didn't say wave at me. Premium Biofat. What's your slogan? The way to grow. Please show us. Some of us want to grow. Green Hair Innovation. We don't have a slogan. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Since we've gotten to know each other, we're going to begin today's session. What man body or the and I say thank you to one of the things I missed in KIC was the boot camp. I couldn't go for the boot camp. But I know there is this one thing they say 6-4. Actually, is it 6-4? No, the one that you say dare not. 6-4. Oh, it wasn't your time. You were in platoons. It's okay. Let's appreciate. To the ideation team, let's appreciate. To our media team, let's appreciate. To the KIC staff, let's appreciate. To our POs, faculty officers, let's appreciate. The last one, to our board of directors, big appreciate. Was that for board of directors? They are coming to give you 50,000. I thought you would stand up and appreciate. Appreciate. This way, the board would decide, okay, let's give everybody 50,000. Aho! All right. I call on my co-MC so we begin today's section, but the last time somebody shouted enough Ahoya, you almost got somebody's ears blocked. So please, when you are shouting your Ahoya, direct it to me. Don't move it to the left or right. But before we begin today's session, I just want to ask anybody, how was yesterday's session? How did you see the ideation team? Did they grill us enough? Or you think it was easy? You think they should deepen it today? Should they deepen it today? Or they should ask only one question at a time? Just one. You want 50,000 for one question? Okay. Today we're going to have 14 teams go through. No, 19 teams go through today's session. And I believe strongly that we are all ready. Like I am ready. I want to say a big thank you to our sign language team. Please, let's appreciate them. Before Stanley comes to join me, so we begin officially, there's something unique that happened with the sign language team, and I want to share with you. So when some of us were mentioning all the scientific words, the big words, carbon credit, and I was just imagining how you sign carbon credits. But they were signing it for us. So let's appreciate them one more time. It was awesome. I just sat there and I kept watching. Anytime they mention a big word, and then the lady will be like, you sign it softly. And then it's okay. It's very nice. I think we should all take time and learn sign language. It's a beautiful one as well. Without wasting my time, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to today's session 2. We're going to have a brief session. We're going to be going through our welcome and safety briefing. We'll take some remarks from our board of directors. 14 teams will go ahead and pitch. We'll go for lunch. 14 will go ahead and pitch. We'll go for lunch. Then we'll have 5 teams come back. We'll have a funding discussion, a panel discussion with our KIC fellows. Then we'll have some remarks. We'll do the presentation to some ideation team members. And we go to the main draw, the investment announcement. We close, have some media interviews, then we'll have dinner. Somebody say dinner. Somebody say dinner. Somebody say dinner. Okay.
Entrepreneurs really wowed me. Yeah, there has been some improvement from the last time I met a number of them. And it appears to me that they have taken into consideration the feedback that is provided here, except a few cases, but very good business ideas and fine-tuned this time. Thank you.
I think for those who put in the work, it was very obvious from the presentation, from the way they answered our questions. But all in all, it's been very encouraging. I mean, there's so many ideas in this room, and we wish them all the best.
Great. How about you, Joyce? You also your expectations?
Yes. Yeah. So yesterday, I would say that those who pitched did very well. There was one particular pitch regarding the mango butter, which I was so much enthused about it because most of our cosmetic manufacturers import these mango butter. So I wanted to know more, So I would say that they did their best, and we hope that today will be the same. Yeah.
So Keynote, when you are being asked more questions, it means there's interest. So take note. Engineer, I want you to talk about what you're expecting today. What you are expecting today.
Yeah. Aho! That's wonderful. In the first place, just a small jig about yesterday. I realized that yesterday, the people came and they all realized that it was a race to win. There was a race to win. So they were all running to win the race. And we all appreciate their effort. But then we believe that today it will be a very wonderful day again for us. And then what we expect them to do is that give out all that you have. By then, if you are criticized, it doesn't mean that you are on the path of failure. So we can criticize you. It doesn't mean you are on the path of failure. It means that there's more room for improvement.
Thank you very much, Engineer. Catherine, you want to talk about yesterday briefly and what you expect of them today?
Okay, yesterday there was an improvement from the last time. That pleased me a lot. And I think for today, those who were here yesterday have learned something from yesterday. So ensure that you put in your all today. Thank you.
Yeah, yesterday went quite well. What we need to understand is that you may not get the funding you want today, but it doesn't mean that is the end of the road. I have a business that I've been running for the last 4 years, and I haven't received any funding from anyone. But I do believe that I'm on a path that will bring some relief to our consumers at one point or the other. So don't lose hope. Just keep building and make sure that you are focused. The grit is very, very important. Thank you.
Thank you. I think Ibrahim just joined us. I'll go to Ibrahim. And what you saw yesterday and what you're expecting today?
I saw confidence. I saw people who having the passion and zeal to do something. But I want to encourage those coming with 4 things. Number 1, they should remember success and significance begins with belief. They need to believe in themselves, they need to believe in their ideas, and they need to believe in the system to conspire in their favor. 2, persistence will lead to success. They shouldn't give up. There could be hitches here and there. Yesterday, there were times demo videos could not play, but that is when you have to persist. That is when you have to show your ownership, because if you prepare the slides yourself, you should be able to keep going. And 3, success and significance belongs to those who are prepared. Remember, proper preparation promotes peak performance. So I expect them to have been prepared, but you should psych yourself before you even get there. And lastly, success and significance belongs to those who dare and pay the price. You can prepare, you can plan, you can sacrifice, but you need to pay the price by acting. There's a difference between the poetry and the plumbing. They need to put what they have learned in action, in the right direction, with accuracy. Thank you.
Thank you. I think that was summits for today. Big welcome to all the ideation team members that were not here earlier. Ekwa, you missed your favorite section. There was something interesting that happened, you missed it. Which one? What did we do? We'll give you one in the afternoon, don't worry. So I invite my co-MC, Stanley, to join us today. So we kickstart the session for today. Oh, please, let's give Stanley an ahoya. Aho! Stanley is not coming, you are giving ahoya. All right. Pardon me, just a little tech issues on my end. Then I'll sort it and we'll begin that. All right. I was trying to hold on for the safety bits because he wants to come in.
We have a lot of energy this morning. It's the cycle. Eh?
All right. To our team of sign language experts, yesterday we acknowledged 3, and I would want to properly acknowledge the last gentleman. His name is Mr. Bafoewa Ebenezer. Please give us a wave.
Please give us a wave.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
let's
much.
appreciate him, please, and the whole team.
Great.
Thank you very much, Gideon. So we have in our midst today very important dignitaries. I call them the behind the scenes. You usually don't see them often, but then they are always in the boardroom thinking about how to get KIC well, thinking about your welfare. Some of them were in our midst yesterday, and then some are in today. We would like to acknowledge them. We still have Madam Pearl Coleman in our midst. Please give us a wave, and let's appreciate her. We also have Mr. Atu Brown in our midst today. Please. And then today we have Mr. Philip Aivo in our midst today. Please, let's appreciate him. Thank you. We also have a special guest in our midst. He will be giving us his remarks on behalf of Nana Joe Mensah, who is the board chairman of Kosmos Innovation Center. But he wasn't able to make it. But then, because he thinks about KIC, he sent someone on his behalf. And that person is a special person to us. He's also a very important person who cares about KIC. We have Nana Apiache, who is the new ventures director for Kosmos Energy in our midst today. Please, let's appreciate him. And then Nana can give us a wave. Yes. So without taking much of the time, would like to invite him to give us his remarks. Please, let's welcome and appreciate him.
That is the only ahoya you can give. He's the reason the 50,000 will come. Ahoy!
Good morning, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I have been delegated by Nana Joe Mensah, who is a chairman of the Kosmos Innovation Board, to stand in his stead to give you these few remarks. He sincerely wished he could have been here, but he's been called by the presidency to engage in a matter that only he can address. So he sends his sincerest regrets. I believe that we are all here to showcase the next cohort of talent that is going to drive innovation in agriculture and the agribusiness to feed the world. To the aviation team, to Team KIC, to KIC partners, Mastercard Foundation, and the 2025 Agritech Pro teams. I welcome you all. To our corporate sponsors and collaborators and members of the media, I'd like to extend my special welcome to you. To those who are participating in the 2025 pitch, you are following the footsteps of other young men and women who are doing wonderful things in agriculture. Agriculture, in my mind, is the most sustainable business one can engage in, because the 7.5 billion residents on this planet need food for sustenance. So I'll encourage all of you who are pitching for funding to do your very best. And as somebody made a remark just a few moments ago, if you don't receive funding, that doesn't mean that should be the end of your ideas and the end of your dreams. You require persistence, perseverance, and the passion to realize your dreams. So on that note, I wish to kick today's session off and wish all the participants the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for this wonderful words. Ladies and gentlemen, just to remind you of the rules of today's engagement again. We have 6 minutes to pitch. We have 9 minutes for the ideation team to ask questions. And then we zoom to the next and the next. But please take note, safety measures, left to right and at the back. We have our exit doors. In case of anything, you do that. For the Agritechies, anytime you're done with your pitch, please, you go out there, take your picture, and return to the auditorium. If you're not going to pick water or anything, please sit down. Let's all enjoy the session, encourage each other, and have a wonderful day. If you are ready, let me hear, Aho! All right, that signals we are fully ready. To begin today's section for us, ladies and gentlemen, it's a very wonderful team. Where should we start today? Which school should we start with today? All right, if you agree that it's UDS, then from UDS, let's call Milky World to join us. Please appreciate. Aho! Aho! Great. So as Milky World joins us, again, you have 6 minutes to pitch, 9 minutes for the ideation team. You make it brief. If anything, there's any technical hitch, like Ibrahim said this morning, be vocal about your demos. Explain. It could earn you more. And that is what we are here for today. Milky World. Great. Can we have their slides up?
Yes. Good morning, everyone. We are Team Milky World, and at Milky World, we believe that good nutrition should be simple, it should be affordable and accessible to everyone, regardless of their dietary limitations, their financial status, or even the lifestyles they choose for themselves. Yet, millions of people are missing out on one of the most basic sources of good nutrition, milk. Not because they do not want it, but because their bodies can't handle it. We are Milky World and we have a solution. Let's introduce you to Maladi, a 30-year-old single mother. She loves milk and milk beverages, but unfortunately for her, she's lactose intolerant, transforming milk products, simple pleasures meant to nourish her body, into daily struggles and sources of constant suffering, affecting her ability to fully carry out her daily activities. As a result, her dietary needs are unmet, and the few lactose-free options available are either too expensive for her or nutritionally inadequate. Interestingly, Maladi's story isn't unique. For millions of Africans like her, traditional dairy isn't an option. The prevalence of lactose intolerance in Africa is staggering, affecting 4 out of every 5 people, making dairy products a source of discomfort rather than nourishment. To make matters worse, the market has failed to provide accessible, affordable, and highly nutritious lactose-free dairy alternatives. This gap in the market isn't just a missed business opportunity, it is a public health crisis. And this is where we at Milky World steps in. Milky World presents Milky Delight, a ready-to-drink plant-based milk beverage made from millet, a locally grown super crop, rich in protein, fiber, and essential micronutrients. It's affordable, sustainable, and most importantly, it is perfect for people like Maladi. With our product, she does not have to compromise. She can enjoy alternatives that support her health, fit her budget, and always ready when they need them. In a crowded market, our product stands out with its unique blend of affordability, sustainability, and nutrient-rich value. While other alternatives might provide just 1 or 2 of these, our product combines them all, giving Maladi and consumers like her a superior alternative. Milky World's impact goes beyond providing just a product. We have created 9 jobs with a goal to create 50 to 100 jobs in the next 5 years. We are empowering smallholder female farmers by sourcing our millet directly from them and promoting sustainable agriculture. We are also making basic nutrients like milk accessible to everyone. Did you know that every year, 1.5 million tons of milk products are imported into Africa, amounting to a total of $4.5 billion in revenue? Accordingly, 46,300 tons of milk products are imported into Ghana alone, amounting to a total of $116 million lost to the importation of milk products. We aim to capture 10% of the market, which would amount to $11.6 million in the next 10 years. Our strategy is straightforward. We'll leverage digital marketing to reach health-conscious consumers while partnering with retailers and attending trade shows to enhance our market presence. We are committed to making our products accessible in every corner, so no one has to compromise on taste, price, or on health. Our revenue model is built on direct sales. With each bottle of our products, priced at an affordable 7 Ghana cedis. With a cost of production of just 5 cedis 50 pesos, we maintain a healthy profit margin, allowing us to reinvest in our mission and continue to empower communities. Over the period of 1 year, we have been able to reach out to over 750 smallholder farmers, acquired some machinery for our production site, and generated a revenue of over 12,000 Ghana cedis. We've also signed MOUs with over 7 retail shops. For our key milestones to come, we are looking forward to finalizing certification with the GSA and FDA by Q3 of 2025, equip our production site with more machinery, get more deals with retailers, and develop a very robust supply management system. We are seeking funding of $35,000. This fund would enable us to acquire more machinery to enhance our efficiency and effectiveness for research and development purposes, and also upgrade our production facility to meet regulatory requirements. This will also enable us to meet the growing demand for our products. With me on the team as today is Bala Sumaila, our marketing lead, Abdulhab Osman, our finance lead, Wakil Abdul Suleimana, our production lead, myself, Hassan Ragadao, their team lead. So today, we are asking you to join us on this exciting journey. We are seeking partners who share our vision for a healthier and more sustainable future. With your support, we can bring Milky Delight to millions of Africans, 1 sip at a time. Milky World, rich, creamy, irresistible. Thank you.
Great. I'll start with Baba.
Great presentation. My question is, I can see this one is from, you've refrigerated it. How many days can it stay outside the fridge?
It can stay a maximum of 3 days outside the fridge.
Outside the fridge?
Yes, sir. Under refrigerated conditions, it can stay up to 3 months.
So outside the fridge, what have you put in as a preservative?
So actually, we haven't added any preservatives to it. It's all natural.
So because of our production process, so in our production process, you realize that we germinate it and we sprout it. So that plays a key role in it being to keep it after 2 days outside the fridge. So it can't go, the production process cannot keep it so long outside that. So currently we are refrigerating it, and with the refrigerated conditions, it can stay up to 3 months.
Yeah, I'm not outside the fridge because if your competitors, Vital Milk and all those, they are outside the fridge and for long, and then you're going to compete with them. And so I want to know if you have put, because for some of them, they've gone through some processes or might have put in benzonate. So have you done the same thing to?
No, please. We are in the process of doing it. So currently we are still doing some R&D, and then we are looking to add some preservatives. But for now, what we are doing, we don't add any preservatives. Everything is natural.
How is it going to compete with Lamborghini? Because Lamborghini, you know Lamborghini?
Yes.
And it's about the same. So how is it going to compete with that?
So comparing the production process of Lamborghini to our products again, so from our research, we also realized that due to the production process that goes on with the Lamborghini, you realize that they have anti-nutrients. So there are anti-nutrients in it. And that's why in our production process, we put in certain measures like our germination and our sprouting that would relieve the millet of those anti-nutrients. So when you actually take our products, you get to get all the nutrients from the millet. But compared to the local ones, that's the Lamborghini on the market, there are anti-nutrients inside it. So you find it difficult digesting the nutrients in the millet itself. And even after you have consumed something else, you still can't digest the nutrients in them. That's why some people get stomach upset when they take those Lamborghinis on the market.
Okay, thank you.
All right, guys. Being the first and being so confident, and then knowing the various stages that your company and the product has, gone through. In fact, please, let's give them a round of applause. She was exceptional. All right, so can you walk us through your journey? I mean, I've seen that your product has transitioned from what it was before to what it is now. And why did you settle as a team within the shortest time, taking feedback and then evolving to where you currently are?
Okay, so in March when we came, we're actually producing a milk product that's more like something you could just put in tea. And during that time, we had made sales of 3,125 Ghana cedis. That's after selling 446 pieces of our products. We had a feedback from our consumers that they needed something more ready to go, just like the Vitamilks on the market. And so we sat down as a team, then we re-strategized. And after that, it will interest you to know that we made a sales of over 8,000 Ghana cedis. That's in 2 months. That means averagely, we were able to sell 4,000 Ghana cedis every month. And bringing our sales to a total of 12,000 Ghana cedis.
All right, so I mean, your ability to evolve within the shortest possible time, take feedback, and then eventually have a product that actually sells, well done. Keep going.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. I like this product. I think you need to do a little bit of work on the label. Because of the shape of the bottle, the circular label is not fixing well on the bottle. So you need to look at that. Secondly, there are different markets. So you have to decide which market you are targeting. The Vitamilk are those who are adding preservatives. You need to make sure, do you want to add preservative or do you want to market this as preservative-free? There's another market for that. There's a growing market that we don't want all these things in our food that we don't know where it's coming from. So if you want to target that market, then it has to communicate from your label that this has no preservatives or it's natural, it's not something that will communicate that fact, okay? And then also, on your label, it doesn't say how long it's supposed to be refrigerated for, what you do when you open and you drink, you have to be able to indicate that once you refrigerate and you take it out and you open it, then you have to drink it immediately. You can't put it back. There's quite a number of information that needs to go on to the label for food safety. And you said you've applied to FDA. Have you applied to FDA?
Yes, so initially, the milk that we had, that's the one that we used to apply for GSA. But we haven't applied this one to
You need a certification, because if consumers are going to drink this, they need to be assured that it is safe. You need certification. It's key. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm just curious, from your backgrounds, I'm seeing people with medical science backgrounds, pharmacy, telecommunication. I just want to know, how you see your team working together to make this sustainable after the competition.
So this is not the only people that we have on the team. We are actually the founders that started, but we have 5 other people that are working with us. And we have a nutritionist and also some few local women that are working with us. So as for sustainability beyond or in the future, we actually have a solid team behind us that can carry on.
But do you see yourselves involved?
Yes. Unfortunately or fortunately, a lot of us are unemployed. So right now we are very free.
You are entrepreneurs, not unemployed.
Thank you very much.
Your mindset is everything. What you think, you feel. What you feel, you say, you do. And what you do forms your habit. And out of the habit, you have a character, and that will impact your future. As a man thinketh, so he is. So you are entrepreneurs. Positive, positive, positive.
You are employed at Milky Way.
Thank you, ideation team. Thank you, Milky Way. Let's appreciate them. I believe strongly we started on a good note, and we're all happy, and we wanted to go that way. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go from UDS. Please, Milky Way, go outside, take your picture, and return to the auditorium. Let's go straight to the University of Ghana, and let's welcome Age Industries and Trading. Aho! Aho! 6 minutes for your pitch, 9 minutes for the ideation team. Thank you. Put in that same motivation. Can we have their pitch deck? Right.
Hello?
All right, 6 minutes.
3 years ago, I observed Auntie Atta and her grandchildren spend their entire day beating their harvested crops with sticks. Dust filled the air, their hands grew blistered, and by sunset, they had made a dent of their harvest. Right beside them were sacks filled with grain unthreshed at risk of spoilage. Well, as I stood there, I shook my head in dismay, because this is not just a family's problem, it is the daily reality of thousands of smallholder farmers. And just like Auntie Atta, there are thousands of smallholder farmers who either do not have the knowledge of the existence of these mechanized solutions. Those who have the knowledge of this do not know where to access it, and those who can access it cannot afford it. Post-harvest loss represents a significant challenge leading to substantial economic and nutritional setback. According to data from post-harvest loss information, African post-harvest loss information system, smallholder farmers loses up to 30%. Smallholder farmers loses up to 30% of their produce, valued at $141.12 million. And this is largely attributed to the inaccessible threshing machineries and their over-reliance on traditional threshing methods, which is stick beating, treading by animals who defecate on the produce, eat part of the produce while treading simultaneously. These methods reduces the overall quality of the grain and also the market value. At Age Industries, we design and manufacture threshing machineries tailored for small and medium holder farmers. Our machineries are meticulously designed for efficiency, durability, and user-friendliness, increasing farmers' efficiency on the field and improving their livelihood. Our machine comes with different sieves, and depending on which crop type you want to thresh, you put in the sieve. You start the engine to power the main threshing machinery. You feed the crop into the hopper. The spike separates the grain and is filtered through a sieve. The chaff is moved to the outer chamber and is cleared out of the machine. There is an inbuilt winnowing system that clears the debris out, and a very clean grain ready to be bagged grain is received at the outlets. We are not in this industry alone. We acknowledge the existence of other engineering firms doing their best to mitigate post-harvest loss, but our solution stands out in its affordability, the less skill that is required in its operation, having the ability to dehusk, stretch, and air clean simultaneously. Our machinery has an all-year-round usage because it has the ability to thresh different crop types. It can dehusk, it can thresh, and air clear at the same time. It is easy to maintain and also to operate. It is less bulky and more mobile. We basically make money through direct sales, rental services. We currently have a rental station at Latte. And then also after sales services, these are different models with the prices and also the capacities. We create awareness through community-led training programs, field demonstrations, social media target advertisement, and we distribute through commission marketers and also agritech machinery merchants, or also partnering with farmer groups to distribute our machineries. The threshing machinery market is increasingly growing with a total addressable market of $760 million. We have a serviceable addressable market of $450 million. In the next 5 years, Age Engineering is targeting $10 million out of this.
And how have we validated this market? From operating within 15 months, we've been able to produce over 45 pieces of agricultural machineries across diverse product lines, 15 of which are multiple crop threshers, and 3 that we use for renting, which has helped us to generate over 180,000 Ghana cedis in revenue, spreading our impact to 10 plus communities and empowering over 150 smallholder farmers. And that is why we are here to ask for $50,000 from KIC to empower us to scale our production to meet demand. So we'll be investing in equipment and machines, raw materials, transportation, land acquisition, marketing, and team development. And by 2027, we project to create 500 direct and indirect jobs and impact thousands of smallholder farmers with training, access to premium markets, and also really getting the best value of their produce. By the third quarter of this year, we'll be employing 5 additional engineers to help us produce 10 pieces of machines monthly, and we'll be procuring a metal machine, power tools, and a vehicle. Then we'll be supplying 30 plus threshing machines with a distribution space in Koforidua. Then by 2026, we would be acquiring a space in Ashanti and Volta region, which will help us to thresh produce for farmers. And then we'll be investing in research and development for a solar-powered threshing station by partnering with CSIR and Gratis, so that we can really reduce our carbon emissions to improve our sustainability. Then the last quarter of next year, we'll be purchasing a relating machine to reduce our average cost and to produce more sustainable machines. So here is a product demo showcasing how we transform farmers into Here's our diverse team of an engineer, a business development lead, a marketer, and a finance lead. Together, we are revolutionizing the agricultural industry. Join us at Age Engineering. We say, be limitless with us.
Please, your slogan again.
Limitless with us.
Okay, you are 4. There are 4 of you, right? Where is the 4th person?
Yes, she was able to join us. She's writing the exam. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. As you go through your presentation, the last time you were here, we gave you some feedback and all of that. So the four of you, none of you have an engineering background.
I have. So I am actually not a trained engineer, but
you are not.
I'm not a trained
academic engineer,
yes,
right?
But I build machines.
Yes, you have the passion to build machines.
Yes, please.
Okay. What I would say is that you need to rethink about your business model, because you are not doing anything different from your competitors. Do you know the difference between a Tesla and a Toyota vehicle? Go think about it. Because there are these machines, the last time we were here, engineer mentioned it. Gratis produced this machine in 1990 and all of that. Think through how you can improve the inefficiencies in the existing equipment that are there for the farmers. Because what I saw in the video, there are still a lot of losses that when you thresh, farmers still experience. So find a way to improve that. And that will give you the value you need. And that's why I mentioned Tesla. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate what they are doing, because post-harvest losses is one of the major problems that we have in this country. So they are trying to see how they could solve that problem for us. By then, to contribute to what they have demonstrated over here, last time they came, we talked about the type of engine they are using. That's a prime mover. The prime mover you are giving, looking at the nature of your machine here, the horsepower might not be enough. Because can you tell me the horsepower you are using there? It seems like 5.5 horsepower.
Yes, so we're actually testing this one, but the person who actually purchased this one, we put 13 horsepower on it for him. 13 horsepower.
Okay.
But we're just testing weight.
Okay. The second issue is that the driving system, the belt that you are using. The other time I recommended that either use the sprocket or use the double pulley. That's a double belt. Because if you watch the belt, you see that the tension that is on the belt, and then the belt adjustment too is not enough, so it is fluctuating. That is that area. Then my senior man was talking about the losses during the process of threshing. So you look at that very well. Then if you are saying, you after this, you call me, I'll visit the center.
Right.
After you are saying it's a multi-crop thresher, then it's not a matter of doing it and testing it in your center there. You must go to the field. Because if you go to rice farm and they are testing, you really know whether you have done the correct thing. If you go to soya beans farm, that's why you know not to bring a handful of rice and then pour it inside, and you come out and say, I've tested my machine and it is working. So these are some of the things, but I'll visit your place.
Yes, we appreciate your input.
Yeah, so this is a good project. What I'll add to what has already been said is that I want to find out your after-sales strategy with regards to spare parts and how you fix these equipment when they break down. I also have an experience using an equipment like this, and I think I'm not the only one. The complaint is that most of the time, if it's maize, for instance, they come in different sizes. Yes. Sometimes you realize that some of them come out unthreshed. So what have you done about that? Is your machine having some sort of calibration that will sort out these issues? Thank you.
Okay, yes. So when we developed the first model, we realized that most of a percentage of the maize that comes out were unthreshed. But we have, improved on our models. So when you look at the how it works model, you realize that, especially with the maize, you realize that the stock that was coming out, no maize was on it. It threshes 100%. And also, the woman was very happy when they bought it. She was very happy because the air cleaning is one of the things that they really, after threshing, they would have to air clean, so they would pour it. There are a whole lot of losses. But its ability to air clean at the same time and they getting clean grains and bagging it ready for the market is something that she really commended. So she was very happy about.
All right. So we'll take Baba for the last comment.
Can you walk me through your revenue model and by unpacking the 180,000 sales that you made? So you are telling me direct sales, rental. So unpack that against these headings.
From the time we started, we don't build and sell. We build based on order because we didn't have money. So we're basically selling our skill to the farmers. They make the order and then we purchase. We manufacture. So we've sold the smaller, the 9,500. We sold 10 of them. We built 25,000 Ghana cedis treasure for 2 farmers. And then we also, we have a rental service. So we made 5,000 out of it. That was 120. And between March and May, we have had an order, which is the 30,000 Ghana cedis threshing machine, which makes it 180,000.
So you're selling the machines and not the rentals?
So, yes.
Okay. The other question is, one of your pictures, towards the end, just that point, yeah. What is that thing? I guess you are testing the moisture content.
Yes,
So what you told us, you didn't tell us how this fits into your business model.
So
all that we've seen is that a pitcher pump.
Okay, so when we went to thresh for the farmer, he actually had the device and he didn't know how to operate it. So we already have partnership with CIC Technologies because they have a very large farmer base. I think last 2 weeks we held even a meeting with them where we are going to send some of our threshers to Kumasi so that they will send to some of their threshing stations. So he had it, but he didn't know how to operate it. So we just used it to check the moisture content and all of that for him.
So you know how to use it. You've told us your revenue model, you do rentals. I was expecting that if you want to drive sales from rentals, you would incorporate this and tell us that when you come to rent from us, you have the advantage of us testing the moisture content. I thought that was what you wanted to see. So this picture here is redundant if you are not linking it with your rentals.
Okay, thank you very much. Just to add to what he said, so the partnership with CIC Technologies is to really help to create a holistic solution for the farmers. So when we come and thresh for them, then CIC would help with us testing the grains and then bagging it and then sending it to the market. So that's really what we are fostering with them.
All right, so I'll take the last comment from Prof. Then we wrap up for this session.
Thank you. I have 2 questions. One is about the equipment and the machinery. I heard you say you recruit 3 engineers.
So right now we have 2, and we are looking. We have employed 2 engineers, like people who have studied engineering. We are looking at hiring 5 in addition.
Good. So you still come back to the point. How long does it take to produce one, and what is the cost?
So we have different models.
Okay, let's take any one.
With the 9,500.
Yes.
So first we used to rely on.
No, how long does it take to produce one?
So within a week.
The cost.
The cost.
How long and the cost of production?
So we use a week. Sometimes we use 2 weeks. If the people that we rely on, so we outsource labor. That was from the beginning. But when we realized that they were not reliable, that's why we have recruited permanent members. So between a week or 2, we should be done. And then the cost of the smaller type, which is 9,500, the cost is 6,000 in producing it.
So you spend, let's exaggerate, you spend 5 days to produce one at a cost of 6,500. Segregate labor and material and power. And I can tell you your profit is negative. How do you react to that?
So, okay.
Thank you, sir. So, for this particular machine, when we calculate the cost of material is involved, labor also is involved. It's all the cost. That sums up to the cost. So our profit directly that's it. So our selling price is 9,000 and our profit margin is 36.84. So the cost cover for everything.
36.84 Ghana cedis?
No, in percentage.
No. Please, that is not true. You see, we are producing this machine, and it's way above. And we have technical expertise.
Yes, sir.
We use 7 days to make it. And I mean, we produce it at top notch using CNC machines.
Yes.
And so I think there's something wrong with your design. Okay, there was the issue of design. And I'm happy you love engineering. Keep it. But then design is a skill. It comes with knowledge. And you need to do that. Somebody asked about the horsepower. We need to design with the power, and then we can relate it with the entirety of the machine. Gratis is already doing this. TCC is doing this. I can mention 4 other companies doing this. You can go into component parts and assemble them. It's another huge business, and then you can get your profit down.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
But before you go, think of your intellectual property. I mean, industrial design, utility models, and patents. Sometimes you can make huge amount from that alone and then offload this to gratis, TCC, and all that. Always
Right.
begin with the end in mind.
Thank you. Appreciate. Thank you very much, Age Industries and Trading. We're going straight back to, still staying at UG, and we're going to call Broma Ghana. Aho! All right, so we're having Broma Ghana come through. Please, the last team should go take their picture, and Age, please go take your picture and return to the auditorium. Broma is ready. You have 6 minutes. And 9 minutes for the ideation team. We'll make sure we keep to time because today we have a lot to cover. All right, please test your slides quickly. All right, 6 minutes. Let's have it.
For generations, Ghana's cocoa farmers have fueled a billion-dollar chocolate industry. Yet, about 70% of them still struggle to earn a living wage. Even more shocking, about 75% of the cocoa fruit is discarded. Imagine the lost potential. Coming events cast their own shadows. This is an idea whose time has come. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. The name is Sandra Wurisa, pitching for and on behalf of Broma Ghana Limited. Meet Osiani, a smallholder cocoa farmer who has spent years tending his land. Yet, like many others, he barely earns enough to support his family. Every harvest, he watches as more than half of his cocoa fruit goes to waste, knowing if only there was a way to use it, his income could change. On the other hand, we have Buka Restaurant, a top dining spot in Accra, known for serving authentic Ghanaian cuisine. They look for natural and locally sourced beverages to complement their rich menu, but the market is flooded with artificial options. Broma bridges these worlds. We are transforming discarded cocoa pulp into 100% natural premium beverage that creates a new income stream for farmers while providing businesses like Buka a truly Ghanaian farm-to-table experience. Every year, Ghana produces over 1 million metric tons of cocoa, but over 75% of the cocoa pod, particularly the pulp, goes to waste, while 70% of Ghana's cocoa farmers still struggle to earn a living wage. At the same time, businesses like Buka seek natural beverages, but are forced to rely on artificial alternatives. Broma Ghana Limited is here to change that. Broma Ghana Limited is a Ghanaian-based food and beverage processing company. We are transforming discarded cocoa pulp into 100% natural premium juice. That do not only reduces waste, but creates a new income stream for farmers like Ostieni, whilst providing for health-conscious consumers. This is how it works. We source cocoa pulp directly from farmers like Ostieni, process it using fermentation-free technology to extend its shelf life, and repackage for distribution. When it comes to our competitors, we stand out from COA and Sixport with our superior shelf life of 1 year with no refrigeration. Our affordable pricing makes Broma accessible to a wider market. Our durable and eco-friendly packaging ensures convenience and sustainability. At the heart of our initiative is a commitment to creating meaningful impact. By developing about 10 satellite facilities, we are supporting 150 retail market jobs, and we are creating employment opportunities for the youth. Additionally, with about 85% of women involved in our satellite operations, our work empowers women and vulnerable groups whilst creating extra source of income for cocoa farmers. With the market size, with the juice processing market growing rapidly, Broma Ghana is ready to make a bold step into Ghana's thriving juice processing industry, a market valued over $231 million. Our revenue model is designed for a strong profitability. With our 200 ml regular bottle, we maintain a selling price of 20 Ghana cedis, while our production and overhead remain efficient at 12 Ghana cedis, securing us a strong profit margin of 67% per unit. Over the year, we've been able to achieve our product standardization and our company compliance. We've set up 2 mini satellite facilities and sold about 280,000 Ghana cedis in revenue. We've partnered with about 1,200 cocoa farmers and paid 53,000 Ghana cedis to smallholder farmers. Our team has grown 16 number of employees at this early stage, and we've been able to secure a marketing partnership with Now Available Africa. In the second quarter of 2025, we've kickstarted our market activation, and we are looking forward to launch Broma in Tetra Packs. In the third quarter of 2025, we are looking forward to launch our fully automated bottling line and Broma-inspired beverages. In the fourth quarter of 2025, we are looking forward to establish 3 more satellite facilities and train about 5,000 cocoa farmers. In the first quarter of 2026, we are looking forward to launch Broma Kiddie Packs. Dear investors, we are asking for $50,000, in which 20,000 will go into our equipment acquisition, 10,000 will go into our raw materials, 12,000 Ghana cedis will go into our factory materials, and 8,000 will go into our working capital. Meet the amazing team. Nana Kwame Oforiche, our team lead, Prince Asamoah Asare, our facility manager, and myself, Sandra Uresa, the procurement lead. We are building a legacy where no cocoa farmer is left behind, no resources wasted, and Ghana's heritage shines on a global stage. Every sip tells a story of resilience, innovation, and hope. Thank you.
Thank you. Catherine, would you want to begin for us? Okay, let's want to begin.
Well done. I know you've been around for a while. Your packaging keeps on improving, and that is quite, a good thing. As you present, do you have a food scientist on your team?
No, sir.
I would recommend you get a food scientist to help you. You are very good at selling, but you have to also know that as a business, you need to do a lot more, R&D to be ahead of the curve, because that could be your competitive advantage. And so don't take that aspect of it for granted, because you don't have any proprietary right to the cocoa pulp. Anybody can also rise tomorrow and go out there and start buying the pulp for something else. And how does it impact on your business? So you need to look at all of that to ensure that you maintain your competitive advantage. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Catherine, if you have any comments.
Yes, well done. I like the product, even to the point where I'm actually ready to retail if I can get hold of you guys.
Thank you.
All right, cool.
This is different from the last one we saw, right? Yeah. What's happening?
Okay, so
why do you keep making it smaller?
No, it's the same size.
It's the same size.
It's the
So
same
what is
size.
different?
So
The color of the
yes,
product.
the color
And
of
so
the product.
what's up?
Okay, so we are now using a triple filtration system.
Triple.
Yes.
The first one was a what? Double.
It was a single.
Single.
Yes.
Move to triple.
Yes.
Wow.
So this will enable us really lengthen the shelf life.
So what's different with the taste? Then why didn't you open it this time? You're taking it back?
We can open it.
So you have the FDA?
Yes, we have the FDA.
Okay, so open it. Let's try it. What's different with the taste this time? You know, the last time it had this salt. Well, it wasn't salt, but it was like an aftertaste that was a bit strong.
Yes, yes. So the
Is it
triple
still
filtration
there?
system is really helping with that.
Open and try. It's a Broma Deja. And the
Open it
alcohol?
So we
You
have.
know,
a
we
fully-
talked about it.
Yes, we have a fully developed alcoholic product, but we couldn't showcase it yet.
Why?
It's still undergoing testing.
It's still testing.
Yes.
Okay. Alcohol will sell. Trust me. I'm still. No, it's true. I told you the other time. No, you see, the alcoholics, they are very committed.
Yes.
We, the non-alcoholics, yeah. So please, it's alcohol. Yeah, so please try the alcohol. All these ones is good, but trust me, you make more money from alcohol.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, okay, Prof, we'll take the last on this.
Quickly before, Prof, that's why I said if you get a food scientist, you don't even need to retail the alcohol part of it. You can collaborate with an alcoholic beverage producer and just sell the formula to them. You produce the whatever formula it is, give it to them, and then they blend it and they sell it for you.
No, don't sell it. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. Because when you sell the concentrate, the money you make is not as much as if you actually capture a market. You understand? So I agree with him that yes, when you get the concentrate back, but no, do it yourself.
In doing it yourself, my question is, which of the value chains are you outsourcing and which ones are you doing in-house?
Okay, so currently, recently we started outsourcing the sourcing of the raw material. We want to focus solely on production and manufacturing. Yes, and then we are also outsourcing the distribution. We currently have 2 major distributors who are picking up the product and then distributing it on the market for
So
us.
I'm interested in the production and the manufacturing.
Okay.
Again, within that space, which ones can you outsource and which ones can you control within?
So currently we are doing everything in-house, production.
And that's where the problem is. You think you cannot give any of the aspect to somebody to supply you, like the bottle? Are you producing the bottle?
So the bottles are imported.
Very good.
Yes.
Why would you import it? The bottle, there's a company in Ghana who take care of this bottle for you.
So in Ghana we don't produce glass bottles. So glass bottles are
That's
imported.
where you go wrong. There's no company in Ghana that can do this.
Yes, we don't have a bottling.
Because it's glass.
Yes.
Why are you using glass? Why can't you use any of the food-friendly containers to reduce your cost?
Okay, so number 1 is sustainable, and number 2, it also helps with the shelf life. It also helps with the shelf life. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I think I like your product. I had one at Booker the other time, and it was good.
Thank
and
you,
no
sir.
advertisement for Booker. But for you.
Thank you, sir.
Tested
Right.
and accepted.
Oh, I think it's an acceptance speech now. Thank you very much, team. Please go out there, take your picture, and return to the auditorium. We are in high spirits this morning. Please, you should be sending it to more restaurants that ideation team goes to. If you send it to the other ones, they won't go there. All right, we've stayed at UG enough. We are going to UTAS. And here at UTAS, we are going straight to Growth Line Farm Tech. Growth Line Farm Tech. Ladies and gentlemen, aho! Aho! They are not here yet. So one more, aho! Great. So the team is here. You would have 6 minutes and 9 minutes with the ideation team. Please, can we have their slides? Can we have their slides up? All right. All right, so the slides are working.
6 minutes. Let's have it.
Good morning, Addition team. Good morning, everyone. We are Growthline Farm Tech. When you hear poultry, the thought that comes into mind is yummy, something tasty, something to eat. However, is it that tasty on the packets as well? There are factors that affect production, and sometimes it causes a heavy toll on the packet. But do you know that Ghana imports over 380,000 metric tons of poultry annually? This causes a huge demand and also an opportunity to make money. Farmers across, and including rural farmers, are seeking to better their opportunities using this, taking advantage of this opportunity. Meet Mr. Awoje, a rural farmer in Vonania in Navrongo. He uses traditional hatching methods, which are limited in terms of productivity due to low hatch rates and poor or high post-hatch mortality rates. Now you would consider that, why don't they go in for incubators? But then incubators in the market are of high cost, causing a challenge or huge demand on the packets of these rural farmers. Growthline Farm Tech comes in with the production of eco-friendly and affordable incubators using old car tires. We also offer hatching and brooding services, training, among others, to our farmers. On the market, we provide affordability. Because of the choice of our materials, we are also durable. We practice circular economy, and then we also offer after-sales services. We impact on our smallholder farmers by increasing their productivity efficiency by 90%. We are hoping to create 15 direct jobs and about 700 jobs by the end of 2025. We already have about 6 people we work with. On the climate, we are contributing to recycling of old car tires. And we look that all our employed people would be women and youth, with the 70% being the youth. On the market in Africa, incubation systems or cost of incubation, the market size for incubation stands at $2.4 billion. In Ghana, this stands at $60 million, which we hope to tap into 5% over the next 5 years. We generate our income in 2 streams, by direct sales and also offering of services. So for direct sales, the most selling is our 120 egg incubator capacity, which are in 2 modes. We have the automated and the manual versions. So the automated one goes for 1,800 Ghana cedis with a production cost of 1,400, giving us a profit margin of 22%. And the manual goes for 1,600 with a production cost of 1,200, giving us a profit margin of 25%. When it comes to our services, which includes hatching and brooding services, we go in for 2 main beds, which are fowls and guinea fowls. And presented here are the figures to show the profit margins we obtain in this regard. Over the past 3 years, we have generated 69,600 Ghana cedis in revenue. We currently have about 820 chicks in our brooding facility. We have a number of collaborations, including the Bensin Susu Enterprise. We have collaborations with some farmer groups and women groups as well. We have been successfully enrolled into the SOCO project, where we are supposed to provide guinea kits. Our workshop for production is also successfully expanded to enhance our productivity, and we are at the verge of receiving our business certification. We did an upgrade, so we are about receiving that. So we are here asking our dear investors for 50,000 Ghana cedis to help enhance our productivity. And this is channeled to these budget lines. We are looking to invest $20,000 into an establishment of an assembly line. Then $17,000 into the establishment of satellite, hatching, and brooding centers. $3,000 for brooding, the establishment of brooding stock so that we can have an all year round productivity of chicks. So in our journey, we are looking to achieve these key milestones. By the end of Q1, we are looking to have establishment of collaborations with some rural farmer groups, which we have already done. Q2, we are looking to have our satellite centers completed, which we are currently in the process and seeking the funding to support. Q3, expand our market reach. And then 4, look at automation in general. Behind the team of Growth Line is Mr. Broma, our lead, Rejoice Nasio, our marketing lead, myself, Ben Solabrunya, the operations, and then Prosper, our finance lead. Thank you. These are...
I love technology and how we can marry technology and agric. And as they presented 2 questions, okay, let me take it this way. In terms of your problem statement, you are solving a problem farmers have. And I think I've seen that you always write, okay, the farmer loses this. How do you value the loss? And when you come in, what is the amount that the farmer is going to get by virtue of your intervention? Because we have to remember that it is the gain from the farmer that is what is going to use to pay you. So if you cannot actualize it or give us an indication of how much gain the farmer will get by using your facility, you are not going anywhere because the farmer won't get any additional income to pay you. All right? And then the other thing is, yes, you are taking ties off the market, but those ties have not been transformed. They are still car ties. So when the incubator breaks down and the farmer decides not to use the incubator again, what happens to the ties? Thank you.
All right. Prof, we'll take you.
Thank you. Design and innovation is always beautiful, and you have the idea. I have few questions. Why did you use car tie?
Thank you, Prof. So we initially started with the use of old refrigerators.
Why did you use car tie?
Yes, so we came to the use of car ties because it was a way of keeping our costs down. We started with the refrigerators because it reduces our...
Don't talk about refrigerators, please.
Yes.
Let's stay with the car tie. Yes. So you wanted to keep the cost down.
Yes.
Okay. If that was the way, look at the way the chicken does it. How can you relate it with your innovation?
Thank you very much for this question. What the hen does is that the hen actually broods or lies on the eggs to give them some amount of heat.
I didn't talk about the hen, I talked about the chicken.
The chicks.
Yes.
So when they hatch, when our incubator hatch, what we do is that after they are being well dried, they are transformed into the brooder. And that is exactly what we do, moving them into the brooder. The mother covers them as a hen to provide them warmth.
So you are looking at warmth.
Yes, please.
Is that not it?
Yes, warmth.
Very good.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter. Any material that can give that warmth to the chicken is a breakthrough. Now, instead of using cloth, why didn't you use leather?
Yes, we have tried the leather. At some point, it starts peeling off. But with experience, we've realized that this works excellent because it covers the car tie in such a way that it takes a much more time for it to fade out, for it to tear. and for it is more resistant than just the normal leather.
What about access to water?
You mean-
Prevention of water accessing the inner chamber
Yes.
that you want to create the warmth.
Yes, so there is water in every incubator to provide some amount of humidity depending on the time of incubation. At hatching time, you increase the humidity levels for the egg to be able to hatch. So in here, you normally would have some amount of water in there to provide humidity.
With a cloth.
No, please. It's in a bowl, a small bowl, inside. And the inside of the incubator is insulated with aluminum foil, allowing it to hold that amount of humidity.
Good. So let's look at the design. I think that's where we need to. Let's discuss the design. There are other materials that we can deploy to still get this innovation running.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Catherine Rotherham.
Yes. For me, the last time you came, I could see the ties, but now you've covered it. So for me, it's taking something away, because I was excited that for me, we are putting good use to something that we are throwing away, which is car ties. And it's even a problem because it's rubber, it's waste. But I want to be able to see that something that we are throwing away is being used for something good. But now it is covered. So until you mention that it is car tire, I won't know that it is car tires because it's covered. Is there no way of designing it such that one can still see the car tires? I don't know. Covering it has taken something away for me.
Okay, Echo, finally.
Well, I think that I don't know what your experience has been with your target market. Are they more accepting of it in this form than when it was in the cat's eye form, or the cat's eye was more exciting and accepting for them than this one?
Okay.
I'm sure you've shown them both, right? So what has the experience been?
Actually, this change came about when you gave your suggestions concerning the look of it. The last time we were here, you said the appearance of it wasn't good enough. And so that's why we decided to use this fabric. However, we'll watch. We'll check.
But what has... You've shown this to the farmers, right?
Yes, please.
What are there? Because if one person has seen two designs, what is their preference?
Actually, they are just looking at its effectiveness.
Okay.
They are not concerned with the outlook of it, but we just...
So is it
use this fabric.
cheaper when it's in the cat's eye form than when it is in this form?
A little bit, of course, but then it's
Okay,
been
so
covered.
I mean, I'm just driving at the point that you can have both.
Yes, please.
Right? One
Yes.
is cheaper, but it functions the same way. And then, because this one looks more like a furniture. Kids can be playing with it and then it will electrocute them. So you can have both versions and then the clients can decide what to go. But at the end, the benefit of taking cat's eyes off the market is still there. So
Thank you, Echo. Thank you so much, Growth Line from Tech. Thank you very much. Let's have the next team from UCC. Let's welcome ZenX Organics. Aho! Aho! Wait, as a team comes, please let's take note. We are running a bit behind time today, so the Ideations team time has been reduced to 8 minutes rather. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. All right, ZenX Organics will mount the stage and have 6 minutes while the Ideation team gets 8 minutes. Okay. All right, 6 minutes. Let's have it.
In the vast northern Ghana, 470,000 women depend on the shea tree for their livelihood. However, despite the invaluable contribution of these women to the shea industry, from harvesting the nuts to processing, the challenges of gender-based discrimination, limited access to markets, and the high export of raw shea nuts threatens their livelihood. Over to the issue of pawpaw, which is a fruit that is cultivated by our local farmers in the central, eastern, Volta, and Greater Accra regions of Ghana. It faces the issue of pest attack, which causes 57% pawpaw yield loss. On the issue of health, hair products with harsh chemicals like sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, and formaldehyde are found to be related to the cause of breast cancer and ovarian cancer in women. The increasing awareness of the effects of these chemicals by consumers is leading consumers to finding healthier options for hair care. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zinobia Wudwa Asma, and this is ZenX Organics. My team and I carefully formulate healthy hair care products utilizing community-based resources and natural ingredients like pawpaw, shea butter, lemongrass, castor, and African black soap. We have our healthy hair care products ranging from our hair shampoos, conditioners for hair protein treatment, our hair moisturizers like our shea butter with pawpaw moisturizer, and our hair oils like our lemongrass essential oil. Our deep connection with our local Ghanaian agriculture, which is our driving force for nourishing consumers, makes us very unique. Also, unlike other products on the market that are made just for hair, we have our 3 product lines that are carefully formulated for the different hair types and hair porosity of consumers. This allows us to provide tailored hair care solution to the specific hair care needs of consumers, making our product very effective. We have profit margins of 66.7% on our hair oils like our lemongrass essential oil, 22% on our hair moisturizers like our shea butter with pawpaw moisturizer, 33% for our hair shampoos, and a 57% profit margin for our hair conditioners. Our products are usually sold as a set, and this allows us to push products with low profit margins. We are looking at a sum of $113 billion, a sum of $4.7 billion, and a sum of $350 million. In the last 4 months, we've made revenue of 21,945 Ghana cedis. We've stocked our products in 7 retail shops with 1 in prime location, which is the Cape Coast Castle, allowing us to drive in sales from tourists and consumers from the diaspora with high interest in value-added shea products and essential oils. We set up our production facility and formed 12 pharma partnerships. We've also received FDA certification for all 14 of our hair care products, and this will allow us to scale into malls and pharmacies, especially for our hair oils. In the last 2 weeks, I've had the opportunity to have a shadow learning experience with Skin Gourmet. Skin Gourmet is a Ghanaian skincare brand that has been in operations for 10 years with their products sold nationally and internationally across 25 countries. Their founder, Ms. Violet Amabeng, was so kind to have me shadow her and learn about business operations and sustainable business practices. The implementation of the lessons learned from the program will support the growth and strategic scaling of ZenX Organics into an international and household brand in the hair care space. Also, the company has a skincare product that is formulated from African black soap, and some of their clients use it for their hair as shampoo. Their clients are highly interested in hair conditioners, and ZenX Organics has amazing hair conditioners. From the program, a partnership was built where ZenX Organics will formulate our hair conditioners for Skin Gourmet for their consumers. This is a partnership we are very much excited about for our shared values of community development at Skin Gourmet, and it also falls into the white labeling that Mr. Comensa suggested we look into. We will acquire a bigger production facility and equipment for production efficiency. We will expand our reach with our 2 distributors in Nigeria and Cameroon. And with strategic partnerships like the one that we have with Skin Gourmet, we will increase consumer awareness of our brand for global expansion and market dominance. At ZenX Organics, our impact goes beyond clean beauty. We are adding value to agricultural produce that otherwise would not have been focused on. For instance, the lemongrass plant that is cultivated by our local farmers is underutilized, with 80% of it being sold as raw leaves for herbal tea. This only fetches between $1 to $2 per kg. However, the lemongrass market, the global market for lemongrass essential oil, was valued at $41 million in 2022, and it is estimated to grow to $110 million by 2030. Currently, ZenX Organics formulates our lemongrass essential oil for its antibacterial properties that helps with dandruff and scalp irritations for consumers. We will cultivate the lemongrass plant, process and formulate the lemongrass essential oil for the global market, and it will create 150 jobs for rural farmers that we will engage as field workers. We will increase economic income of rural women share processors by 100%, and we will create 50 direct jobs and 150 indirect jobs in the next 2 years. I come from Elmina in the central region of Ghana. It's a fishing community, but we have neighboring towns that are farming communities. However, most families are not able to afford the foods that our local farmers grow. This realization came after noticing most children living along the coast are malnourished and also have a discoloration of the eye, which is linked to the smoking of fish activities. My team and I started the ZenX Shot project to improve on their nutrition and also allow them to eat the food that our local farmers grow. We purchase fruits from the local farmers and serve the children in schools after their school lunch. And after serving them, we supply the pineapple peels, watermelon rinds, and other fruit peels to a local pig farmer for use as feed, allowing us to prevent waste. We are asking for the investment amount of $50,000 for our growth and expansion, the amount to be invested in equipment, machinery, marketing and branding, larger production facility space, production itself, and a castor and lemongrass farm. My name is Zenobia Woodwa Asma, and I'm the team lead with my other team members, Benjamin Bempon and Benjamin Kobner. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Echo, let's have you.
I'm excited. Yeah, because Skin Gourmet is a big deal. It's a really big deal. They have a very appreciable international clientele and is well respected. So for you to have that partnership with them, even to actually be producing for them, that's like, well done. Well done. Where is the third team member?
He's writing exams. So
Everybody's writing exams. How do we verify that? But anyway, I mean, you've done so well. The team, you've come very far, and you've applied most. It shows that you guys are working, right? It shows that you guys are working, and then it actually gives me confidence that with support, you can do way more. But so far, so good. I'm just excited about it. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so Joyce, we know how to bite on this, take on this as well. Okay, China, please. Okay, then we come
Not
to
a
Prof.
question, but I did use the leave-in conditioner, and I loved it very much. So well
Good
done.
feedback. Prof, let's hear from you.
Thank you. I'm interested in your equipment and machinery.
Okay.
What do you need that 44%, and how do you intend to utilize and optimize?
So we need a homogenizer because at the moment we're producing 1,500 liters for Skin Gourmet, and with the homogenizer, it will help us for the water and the shea butter to really mix, because we want to produce very quality product for Skin Gourmet. So a vacuum emulsifying mixer, a fully automatic filling machine, autoclave sterilization unit, amongst others.
And then the stainless steel mixing tank.
Yes, sir.
So are you buying and putting them together, or you are going into the manufacturing of this equipment? Yes.
We'll be buying the equipment to make the hair products that we have.
And you can just go and get a 300-liter stainless steel mixing tank at that rate?
Yes, please.
No. I think what we need to do, you've done a great job, but let's pay attention to the design of the equipment and machinery.
A brilliant product. It feels good. I tried the texture, but look at the labeling. I mean, it's literally invisible.
Okay, sir.
So look at that. But otherwise, keep it up.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this is just brief. With the contract you have with Skin Gourmet, you should have a legal advice on that, so that you make sure that all terms and conditions will favor both of you, you know.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ZenX organist. I was thinking Ibrahim would have mentioned that he likes the IP bits. So, Joyce, take it from you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're staying at, we're rather going to UDS. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Aukavia. If that word I say someone, I'll make. Aho! So we're going to have 6 minutes of Aukavia and 8 minutes for the ideation team. Please let's take all the social feedback. Please, Zen Organics, please go out, take your picture. Yes, Zen Organics, please go outside and take your picture and then return. Great. Please, can we have their slide? Right.
Hello. Yes, please.
All right, Aukavia, you have 6 minutes.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The stevia plant is a natural source of sweetness, with its leaves producing a sugar substitute called stevia. This plant-based sweetener is calorie-free and much sweeter than regular sugar, making it a healthier alternative that does not raise blood sugar levels. Hajia Sauda is a health-conscious individual in Tamale, aware of the negative effects of regular sugar. She is eager to explore healthier alternatives. Ghana is facing a health crisis in slow motion, rising obesity, diabetes, and lifestyle diseases. Yet, healthy and affordable sweeteners are few and ineffective. Supermarkets stock imported sweeteners that are expensive and unfamiliar, while millions of Ghanaians are left with no option than to rely on sugar. At the same time, the northern region of Ghana, a powerful solution is growing: stevia, one of the world's best natural sweeteners. Farmers see it as a weed unknowingly, uprooting what could be a cash crop. This is a missed opportunity on both ends. Consumers like Hajia Sauda lack access to natural, healthy, and low-calorie sweetener, and farmers are losing out on income from a plant with a high commercial value. This is not just a gap, it's a market failure. Aukavia is therefore here to turn that weed into wealth, that oversight into an impact, by processing sweeteners from the stevia plant, which, according to the Food and Drugs Administration, United States of America, states it is approximately 200 to 300 times sweeter than regular table sugar. Our product enhances health and wellness and offers a superior sweetening power. A pinch of our product can have a very high sweetening effect. This is because it is 200 to 300 times sweeter than regular table sugar. Our product has a glycemic index of 0. Beyond offering a healthier alternative to traditional sugar, we created 7 direct jobs and aim to create 500 jobs for people, most especially women, in the next 5 years. We also increase the income of smallholder farmers by 10% in the next 5 years. The African sweetener market is valued at $14.8 billion, with a serviceable addressable market valued at $184 million. And a 3% of this market gives us our serviceable obtainable market. It is sad to mention that the sugar market in Ghana is largely driven by imports, but we hope to have a 3% share of the market in the next 4 years. We'll be using a business-to-business revenues model. Cost of our production is $2.17. Selling price is $2.92, giving us a profit margin of 30%. During our traction period, we were able to register our business, secure our production site, partner with UMI farmers for cultivation, and also started our FDA and GSA certification. With an amount of $35,000, we were able to secure our machineries, purchase more of our raw materials, and also work on our project and development. This will enable us to produce more of our products and also produce quality products, and also to be able to meet the growing demand. Our next key milestone is to commence the production of our stevia candies and also secure our FDA and GSA certification. The team behind this innovative idea, myself, Yasmin Abdurraouf, the Chief Executive Officer, Mohamed Abubakar is our Chief Operations Officer, Fali Armiao is our Chief Marketing Officer, and Dr. Fatmata Abubakar is our Chief Finance Officer. By empowering smallholder farmers and promoting a sustainable agriculture, we are sweetening lives responsibly. Thank you all so much for your time and time.
Thank you. Brief.
Aukavia, some knowledge.
All right, thank you.
All right, Festus, let's hear you.
I don't really eat sugar, so I don't know how this will taste compared to the normal sugar. Well, 2 things. One, just like the other team that came in, I think when it comes to issues of food, you need to be very careful around how you organize it. So you may have to get some more research to be done to ensure that your value proposition is on point. And I also see, what I'm thinking is that so that they can address the needs of diabetes patients who typically have challenges getting sweetness for their meals. Thank you.
Thank you. Dinah, would you have a comment? Okay, engineer goes first.
I think the other time, I don't know what Mr. Eko suggests, that there should be a small opening there for us to see the contents. Yeah, so still, I don't know. We don't even know actually what is inside here until we open it. So when it goes to the market...
You know, they say it's at the back.
But the other sweetness, do we see the content? We don't see the content. Engineer, we still don't see the content.
It's something you can open and close again. Okay. Yeah, so you can open from the top, please.
Yeah, I was just going to ask what has changed since the last time. What has changed since the last time we saw you?
Okay, so since the last time we came here, we have sold 135 units of our products since we came. Then we've also started our partnership. So we had spoken to some people before coming, and now that the farming season the raining has started in the northern region, we've started our stevia cultivations on the farms. And then also our the MOUs we have signed with the people we source the raw materials from is part of the things we did.
Okay. Where are you in the process of FDA?
You said?
Have you started FDA approval?
Yes, please. Yes, please. We submitted the samples for.
Okay. Well done.
Okay. Yes, my question is it only the plant that's here? Did you add anything? How did you get to this stage? From leaves to this?
Okay. So we do the pre-processing at the communities. So once we source the leaves, we do our washing. We do that with salt and then vinegar. Then we dry it in our balls. We've got some balls we design specially for the designing process. Then we put nests on them. So we do the drying there. And because of the color too that we want to maintain, we dry it. We don't dry in an open place. So we dry it in like a veranda for about 2 days. To get the leaves dry. Then we take it to our site for the production process, where we do our crushing, we do the milling, and then we sieve before we package. Then another important component
Please
is the
be wary of your trade secrets, okay? And I'm thinking of intellectual property. I'm thinking of your industrial designs and other things. So try and word your... Don't bring everything out. Otherwise, you can't patent it. You can't have utility models. For the design, yes, you may be able to.
All right,
so
thank you.
I just want to establish the question that I asked was, did you add anything? Do you see? Because it's like, did you add another to... Apart from the leaf.
You can say yes or
Okay,
no,
so
but
for
don't
what
tell
you
us
have
what it
there
is.
is there's a leaf. Then we add a preservative for the shelf
That
life.
preservative is the question. What
Oh,
is
okay.
that?
Yes.
Did you
see,
add?
but
Yes, you
all
did.
of that, we can't see it. If you've added preservative, how are we supposed to know this?
Okay.
If someone doesn't want anything that preservative has been added, how will that person know?
In the future, we'll put that on our packaging. Thank you.
Actually, I know there are sweeteners that do not digest. They get into your body and it is there. I would ask that you do some research. Okay, you can use guinea fowl or you can use animals to do that. Try that research and let's see whether your sweetener gets into the body and follows nature to come out.
All right, finally, Ibrahim. Okay.
I think it goes to all of us. Let us be particularly intentional about our intellectual property rights protection. It's very, very important. You talked about a special design, so industrial design, trademarks, utility models, patents, because invariably in our part of the world, we are not taking this seriously. When you go to Asia, a PhD student who is able to have one patent may not necessarily have to write a dissertation or thesis and will go through. That is how serious patent or intellectual property is. And it could fetch you more than even actually going through the whole thing. So,
all right, thank you. Audrey, take the last comment from you, then we wrap.
Hi, great job. I'm just curious to find out, you said you've sold to 130 people. Who are these people? Are they students? Are they mothers? Who are they?
Okay, so the major buyer of our product was a herbal center, 75 units of the product. They also have the early adopters, our families and friends who believe in their vision. So now we do more of sensitization on the stevia. So those people who have seen it, they bought it from us through our social medias and then the herbal centers. Thank you.
I really think you have to be intentional about where the money, who pays you, right? So if you're saying herbal centers are giving you a chunk of the money, try and look at what marketing strategy will work for that and capture that quickly instead of just individuals.
All right, thank you.
Mama wants to add a final comment. Let's hear that. There we go.
And in making your presentations and trying to convince me to buy this, don't wade into this issue of stevia has a glycemic index of nearly 0. It has, the leaf has, but the preparation of it can increase the glycemic index. So don't just stay off it. Just tell people that you use this leaf and stay off that. Because if we test this, because you've prepared it, it may increase the GI.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. From EACMC, we will have BioSpace. Thank you, Aukavia. Please go out there, take your picture, and return to the auditorium for us. So like I said, from EACMC, let's welcome BioSpace GH. Aho! Aho! Well, as they come through, please be reminded that we are streaming live on Facebook as well as YouTube. So you do well to share the link for others to be a part of this event. Please take notes. BioSpace GH. Which of you is Ejapoku? Ejapoku, please come forward. How can a whole business have your name as a slogan? All right, so please test the slides and let's see if it's working. Great. BioSpace, you have 6 minutes. All right, so let's start.
Try it. So how does it feel when you spend precious money on production but find it difficult getting packaging material to sell your produce out? This is the story of the managing director of management farms at Romanafro in the Broma region. On 24th October 2023, he was shot by gunmen at his farm and he was rushed to the Sunyani Teaching Hospital. The family was to make a deposit for his treatment, but there was no money. Meanwhile, there were dozens of eggs at the storeroom waiting for crates to sell them out. This is how serious the problem with packaging in the poultry industry in Ghana is. And this is the problem. Do you know that in 2023 alone, Ghana imported $93.6 million worth of egg crates and an additional $20,860 worth of waste papers just to meet the local demand. Yes, still, there is a demand-supply gap of $31.6 million. But in the Broma region of Ghana alone, each year 92 million plantain stems are being discarded, a wasted resource that can produce 800 million egg trays, which is far in excess of the 40 million that Ghana needs annually. And this is where BioSpace GH, a company so passionate about positive impact, sources plantain stems and sawdust, convert them into pulp, and use the pulp to manufacture affordable and durable egg crates to meet the local demand. And this is how our solution works. So we source the plantain stems, which is often discarded after harvest from the farmers, and sawdust from the sawmills. We combine them to make our pulp, and we use the pulp to manufacture our egg trays, and we sell them out. And when it comes to affordability, dependable availability, and also access to raw materials, we stand tall among our key competitors, as you can see them here.
So, our solution aims to impact 33,000 poultry farmers who will get access to crates at an affordable price. And we intend to create 30 direct jobs and 500 indirect jobs within the first 2 years, with 70% of our workforce dedicated to youth and women. Every ton of crate that we produce, we save 840 kg of carbon emission. Now, the market price for crates and packaging lies at $156 million. And BioSpace aims to target 15% of this market, that is $25.8 million. Now, a cost of a pack of our crate costs 40% for production with a selling price of 70 cedis, giving us a profit margin of 42.8%. During the traction and beyond, we've been able to secure 400 prospects. We've been able to register 5,000 plantain farmers as our raw material suppliers. We've registered our business, secured an assembly permit, and we've registered with Senate. We've secured our production site. We have our media and website registered. We have an agreement with CSIR. Our bank account is registered. We've made sales of 300 crates, and we have our team in board, and we have our architecture design. Now, we asked for $5,000 to be used for, we've asked for $50,000 to be used for our machines and equipment, raw materials, factory renovation, marketing and branding, transportation, salary, utilities, and general activities. We've done a lot, but still there is a long way to go. By the end of this quarter, we aim to start our patent registration. By third and fourth quarter, we aim to set up our factory and start with our production. By first quarter 2026, we aim to expand our production from 12,000 to 24,000 per day. And by second quarter 2026, we aim to start with the production of corrugated boxes so that we have a full packaging for egg crate production. Now, this is the incredible team behind BioSpace Ghana Limited. Dominic Singh Banugai, Stephen Opoku, Gifty Asare, and Stephen Kwajo Techia. Thank you.
Thank you. And I understand why Ijapoku is popular. Audrey, let's start with you.
Honestly, I think you've come a long way. I vividly remember the first prototype or sample you brought. It was very moist, had a funny smell. And it's really nice to see how it's transformed into a proper egg crate. But I would like to know, like, what was the journey like to get here?
Okay, thank you very much. It hasn't been easy since we joined the KIC. We came here with a lot of feedback, so we really work on it. So all things were just about mercenary. So we have to partner with a company. We suffer a lot before a company accepts us to try our product. So that's where we have gone so far to have this product come out successfully.
Okay, interesting. My second question is on the feedstock. Aside plantain stems, what is the alternative to actually produce this? If you weren't getting plantain stems, what else could you use to make this?
Okay, the one in the market, they use paper. So paper imports, they import paper, waste paper, so which is costly. So we search to use plantain stems and sawdust. And then the plantain stems, we can dry them. So we have already planned of drying them to store them for a longer use for production.
And in case you don't have plantain stems, have you tried out any other waste products like rice, etc., or that's what you'll be starting with?
Not yet. I will look at that. Thank you.